Okay, we're playing a donation decklist league, donated for by Garruk. We're playing Tooth and Nail. So the plan here, we've got all these ramp spells. We ramp out a Tooth and Nail or a Prime Time really quickly. Prime Time can get Kessig Wolf Run to kill our opponent out of nowhere. Or Tooth and Nail can get Xenagos and Emrakul to deal 26 trample damage in the air. So, it's like a big ramp deck. This hand seems great. Is this a turn free Prime Time? Pretty sure this is a turn free Prime Time. It's not a turn free Prime Time. Alright, so we want to make this make. Is there any reason not to... I guess we can just make it make red, since it's gonna, like, make so much green anyway. So, we can just do Overgrowth next turn, and then we don't expose ourselves to Lightning Bolt, I guess. Instead of playing up the Voyaging Satyr. Oh, wow. That is interesting. Dredge seems like a good matchup. Yeah, they don't interact with us very much, right? So am I just I think I'm just overgrowthing to play around Conflagrate still. Although I might get to do more busted stuff if I play out the Satyr. So if I play out the Satyr and Stomping Ground, next turn I fetch a forest. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I can tap this and this, put Overgrowth on this. Untap it. So I do get to do more stuff. I even get to play like the Garruk then. I just get to play literal my whole hand. If I do that, but I expose myself to specifically Conflagrate. They don't have a Conflagrate. Yeah, they can't Conflagrate the Satyr this turn, I agree. So we're just gonna play this. Came to that conclusion. Took me a moment. Because they don't even have a Dredger in the yard. And they can't, like, double Dark Blast this because they have a Stomping Ground. So I'm pretty sure this is safe, and this just lets us play our whole hand next turn. Which is... Oh, what the? Oh, they're Hollow One? Seriously? Ah, I hate everything. We got, we did. Wow. Right then. Right. That was not in fact a Conflagrate. So. What a time to tune in. Garruk, untap, Overgrowth. Yeah, they do just get to attack down the Garruk, which is sad. I guess that takes like some pressure off us. Alright, yeah, we get to cast the Elf too. Force them to kill the Elf. I agree, Squirmit. Hey there, Doodle. And like, the Titan's gonna live, right? So... It's basically a case of the Titan trying to race them. I don't think there's a Bojuka Pog in the 60, as far as I'm aware. Oh, we actually only get to play the Overgrowth, huh? Maybe this isn't as good as I thought it was. I can't math either. I just trusted your math. I should have checked it for myself. This is still fine. We still have 6 mana next turn for the Prime Time. Garruk takes like a bit of pressure off us. And then the Prime Time's just gonna kill them, hopefully. They don't have any removal in their main deck that hits the Prime Time, and they've like hurt themselves so much. And we get to go grab a Kessig Wolf Run. and pump the prime time. Alright, goodbye, Garruk. You will be missed. Oh, I did not mean to bang the desk like that. I'm sorry if that caused strange microphone noises. Ooh, interesting. Go, Primeval Titan. Grab Kessig Wolf Run, Stomping Ground. Hey there, Fex. This Titan is quite fair. I think it's still gonna be good. God damn. If I just went with what I wanted to do and cast my stupid Overgrowth on turn 2, we'd have had this a turn earlier. I guess this is still good though. No teetering peaks. Oh my god. They have a lightning bolt in hand. Don't we just kill them though? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, this is only 12. I need to draw a land to kill them. So I take 7 and go to 10. So I probably die the next turn with this block. Oh, but this puts a Bloodghast in their yards. They get to cast another Angler. So I'm probably just... If my plan is to just try and kill them, I'm probably just not meant to block. Or a Bolt. Yeah, Bolt is also lethal. That's true. This leaves like a lot of lethal cards in our deck. I think I'm just not meant to block. Rave stream, yeah. Apparently. Normally we're a coward stream, but... Oh, they have a Tasiga? Seriously? Wow, that's so good. I'm so punished. I'm so punished for not blocking. Yeah, this is basically the nightmare scenario. This is why you don't listen to chat sometimes. I should learn these things. So if I attack, then they don't block. We make the Titan 12 damage. And we die. I mean, it is literally my fault, to be fair. It is literally my fault. Alright, I guess I just have to cast both of these in Seiko. Whatever decks are on the docket for today. We will be playing some of Dom Harvey's Amulet deck. And some Experimental Affinity. How is it 14 with the attack trigger? The attack trigger, the lands come in, you tapped, JD. Bloodghast. Yeah, that's scary. Missing teetering peaks for lethal, indeed. Wow, did they just not even have the bolt? I just played around the bolt and they didn't even have it. They're casting all these discard spells instead of just bolting us before bolting us. So I guess if I blocked the Angler last turn, I'd also just be on like 11 right now. And still have a prime time in play, seemingly. This is why this is normally a coward stream. You're just always meant to block. So I can block 4 things. Which leaves me exactly dead. Alright, this was not the best played game I've ever had. I'll freely admit. Fear works both ways. Alright. I think this matchup actually seems like kind of fine because they can't interact with us very well. So I'm not too worried. I guess they didn't have a hollow one that game though, which makes it easier. Good start, a very good start, AB. Let's bring these in. I don't know how many bolts I want. Abrade I do want though. Bolt is like awkward. You need some for the Flameblade Adepts, but it's really bad against the rest of their creatures. What am I cutting? Definitely the Ruric Thar for starters. Slime out, yeah, I agree. Slime can go out. Kinda interested in. We didn't see a hollow one, but they're 100% playing hollow one Skirmit. Yeah, I agree. Ballista seems not great. That was the next one I was gonna cut. Honestly, the Garruks don't seem great. They seem really hard to protect. I took Xenagos instead of Slime. Thanks. I misclicked. So I need to cut 2 more cards. I'm kind of interested in cutting some Voyaging Satyrs because they line up really badly against Bolt. GP Prague isn't tomorrow anymore. It is in my heart. It is in my heart. But fair point. Modern. Tooth and Nail. Breach Amulets. Plus robots. Experimental robots. There we go. That is a thing that can go in the notification bit. Main event never happened. New busted pool awaiting. Exactly. I'm kind of interested in like 1 copy of Nature's Claim almost to hedge against fast hollow one draws. Just because I think the Voyaging Satyrs seem really bad against the Bolt deck. Guess I'll just run it like this though. Alright, I will go first. This does not seem particularly great. Obviously I have some interaction, which is nice. But the lack of lands, I think, means we probably have to send this back. Alright, this has a Sprawl and a piece of interaction. This hand is 1 Burning Inquiry away from being right. They only have the Burning Inquiry when you keep good hands sharp. Alright. Red. They cast Burning Inquiry. I'm hoping to discard this Emrakul. Alright. Flameblade's fine. We have a bolt for that. I'm actually pretty happy they played a Flameblade. Makes our bolt look good. Huh? Bloodghast and Phoenix. I'll play the Kessig so it can't get discarded. That's a decent point. I was thinking this way I can fetch a Stomping Ground without losing life, but what you suggested might be a bit more relevant. Alright, let's bolt this down. Hey there, Dokamoy. Good to see you. Find a Stomping Ground. Bye bye, Emrakul. You will be missed. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna run this out now so it can't get discarded. Luckily, they don't have that much pressure at the moment. We're still on 19 on turn 3, so obviously they could just cast a Garruk Angler this turn. Yeah. This card seems absurd against us. Now if we draw any threats, we're just gonna have to discard them. We really want to draw a mana source next turn. Like a Sprawl or something, or a Baloth. Huh. I'm gonna say go. Let's just draw Obstinate Baloth, exactly. What else would we draw? Uh-huh. Classic cast Hollow 1 before Liliana Plus. Yeah, they've started playing Lilianas in the sideboard. Oh, this Baloth's great. Oh my god, we have Kessig Wolf Run with our Baloth to attack the Liliana. Oh, I'm so happy. This makes up for last game. Ghost test, pass. Exactly. Alright. 1, 2, 3. We can make it 7 power. So we just get to attack the Liliana here. And force them to block with the Hollow 1 or else they lose their Lily. And we still get to like chip into her loyalty a lot to buy us some time here. Okay, this is good. So now she's not ever gonna ultimate this game. She can still minus on a prime time if we draw one, which is unfortunate, but we have bought ourselves a bit of time. Lily was such a smart addition to that deck. They only started playing her pretty recently. Perfect draw. If we have one more mana, if the cage had been a lands, I think we'd probably be favored here. Grumble, grumble, grumble. Salt, salt, salt. Liliana of the Veil, still good against mulligans, apparently. Apparently that one has not changed. Alright. This time I'm gonna go with my gut when I decide I want to Overgrowth on turn 2. Hey there, Selene. It's actually my own fault for not thinking of Hollow One. Just like, Hollow One's seen so little play recently, it just wasn't even like a thought in my mind, you know? I was just like, oh, they're obviously Dredge with a really bad Dredge draw. But like, doesn't even make sense. No one would keep a 7 with Dredge where you're just discarding 2 Bloodcasts, right? This is a turn 4 prime time. I assume I'm meant to keep this. It's not terribly exciting. I guess this is like the fail mode of the deck, right? Fail mode of the deck. Still just cast like fast-ish prime times. Yeah, that's also a thing, Lassie. The Stomping Ground probably threw me off a lot. Like, you see Stomping Ground and you just automatically think Dredge. It's like the most popular Stomping Ground deck, right? Interesting. Green. We'll name red again. I guess it's named green. There's no like double red in the deck. Hopefully it is spirits and not infect. I agree with that hope. Strong agree. Oh, God damn it, Sharp. Why do you have to say words? Ooh, is this a prime time? This might be a prime time. No, it's not quite a prime time, right? It only makes 4 mana. It makes a 3/3 though, which blocks. And then gives us enough mana for Tooth and Nail next turn, I believe. So this is actually like pretty good. The 3/3 blocks the elf. Next turn we have 9 mana, and we kill them. Easy turn 4 kill. Though we need a land for the Tooth and Nail. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't believe we do. This is only 9 mana, right? This makes... yeah. We have drawn very well this game. Our keep was like turn 4 prime time, and now it's suddenly become turn 4 9 mana kill you. We get Emrakul and Xenagos, and then give the Emrakul haste, and they die. Please don't kill me. If I die here, I'm gonna be really tilted. Like Mutagenic Growth, crack fetch land, Mutagenic Growth, become immense. Oh, they're probably just murdering Garruk. I guess that's smart. And then they have the Distortion Strike set up for next turn. What if they're attacking me and we die? Oh, thank God. Thank God. Come on, no Spell Pierce. Come on, no Spell Pierce. I'll lead with Summoner's Pact to draw Pierce. Would they even pierce that? I guess they might. Oh, I know this is the correct thing to get, but getting Ruric Thar sounds really cute. Xenagos, Emrakul, so it gets haste and plus X plus X. Trigger. Target my Emrakul. Killing them versus not killing them. Getting a Ruric bar would be adorable, though. Oh, Ruric bar kills them anyway, then they die to the Distortion Strike. No, Phil, I missed it. That would be so cute. That would be so cute. Put them to dead to their Distortion Strike. God, I have so many regrets right now. It's a May. Alright, let's bring in some interaction, I guess, and hope that they mulligan to 4. Scavenging Ooze seems unplayable here. Moons are also good. Oh yeah, the moons can just mize wins, right? Good point. I suspect slime is not what we want to be doing. Is it weird? I almost want to like trim a prime time or two. Yeah, I agree, Shop. I agree. Prime time just seems like slow here. Need to cut one more card, so it could be another prime time. I think Garruk is really good. Just like wraps us to tooth and nail really well. If they attack it, they're not attacking us. Could be the Summoner's Pact also. Summoner's Pact just tutors for Hornet Queen. You trim an Overgrowth. I think I'm going to trim a prime time, but I'm not convinced that's correct. I worry that this leaves us too threat late. Oh, you trim Pact or Voyaging Satyr? I was kind of considering Pact. I could see cutting Pact. Alright, this has a piece of interaction, which is a rare thing to find in our deck. So I guess I'm keeping. Why doesn't this deck have any bear legends? Oh. I'm just gonna keep this. It has a piece of interaction. A lot of our hands don't. Opponents on the multi-4 plan. We can still easily lose to the multi-4, but yes, they're scooping. I'll take it. I'll take it. We beat Impact. Good games. Easiest win of my life. Wow, this hand was not going anywhere particularly fast. Opponent mulled to 4 AB, and then was like, I guess I'm gonna scoop now. Yeah, there's a 100% win rate against Infect. Just can't ever lose to Infect with this deck. When Infect becomes the biggest deck in the meta, Aaron Barrett is just winning all the tournaments. This is what you should be playing. I'm still so tilted that I didn't get the Ruric far in game 1. It would have been so beautiful. Alright, does have Ogre in the type line. I can make It's All Ogre jokes. Cool. Noted. I threw away so many style points, Shop, by not getting the Ogre. Ruric Thar would have played into Vapor Snag. That's actually a legitimate point. That is a super good point. I have to assume this is decent. We have to hope we're against a deck that Hornet Queen's good against, I guess. But we make 1,000,000 mana. If we draw a Tooth of Nail with this hand, confirm or deny, Hornet Queen is good against Tron. I guess we can overrun with the Hornet Queen, which is something. Just good on rate, a whole 5 power. Does overrun Hornet Queen even... It does kill them, right? Because of the Arbor Elf. So we have a turn 4 kill. We'd have to hope they... I guess Khan gets to kill the Garruk. We'd still get to kill the Khan, but they'd buy enough time to get to O-Stone then. So I can suit up this. Tap. Eugene is also pretty yikes, agree. Eugene is a grumpy doggone. In fact. So we're just gonna hope they don't have O-Stone. O-Stone isn't a card that exists in Modern. No one plays that card. Obviously they can't O-Stone next turn, but I'm just gonna play out everything. They're gonna go Khan minus Garruk. We're gonna be like, yep. It's awkward. I guess they could also Ballista. Ballista kill some bees. Yeah. They're dead in the air! Oh my god, Birds of Paradise! Birds of Paradise OP! Exactly 20, right? I'm not doing the math wrong. I hope I'm not doing the math wrong. Oh my god. Let's not attack with this Arbor Elf. Let's not attack with this Arbor Elf. Oh, were they dead anyway? Am I just doing the maths wrong? Oh, they were dead even without the birds? I did not need the birds. The birds is overkill though, and we appreciate some overkill. But that's a fair point. Someone in chat called Hornet Queen 5 power, so in my head I was thinking of it as 4 bodies. Instead of 5. Because as always, paying lots of attention to chat. For better and worse. Oh my gosh. I almost said too much attention, and then I realized that might go down poorly. Alright, Blood Moon and Damping Sphere. You read the card and didn't even notice. Clearly I'm ignoring chat like always. Alright, Lightning Bolt seems poor. These seem great. Medium interested in Nature's Claim and Abrade. But only medium. So Scavenging Ooze is utter garbage. Remember to Utopia Sprawl the basic forests. I will remember to do that, lassie. Ballista and Hornet out at least. Yeah, oh, the Hornet was so good there though. Fair point. They are both quite poor in the matchup. So I'm going to bring in one claim minimum. Question is, can I find room for a second claim? Ruric Thar is not great. Ruric Thar might just be worse than an Nature's Claim. I'm gonna run it like this. Ruric Thar is pretty good against, like, the cantrip heavy parts of their draws. At least. Kills quickly. Yeah, try cycling chromatic stars through a Ruric Thar. Exactly. Is there new Ruric Thar art? I was not aware of this. Seems medium. We have a Nature's Claim to kill the turn 1 map. And then we have a turn 3 Garruk. So on turn 4 we would have, if we hit a land, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. I'm like almost tempted to mull this just because it doesn't have a Sphere or Blood Moon. You think we need better? I think we might need better. I know, I think this has potential. If we draw, I think we're drawing alive to a lot of things. Like any enchantment, any sprawl or overgrowth makes the Garruk then really good. I think this is close. I think this is like very close. Yeah, I think that's high upside. And the Nature's Claim can buy us a bit of time against some of their draws. I'm gonna keep this, but I'm not convinced that's correct. I also feel like this deck just seems to like not mulligan very well, where you're like kind of critical mass. You just need like such a large amount of mana to function, so that's making me more reticent about mulliganing too. And the fact we only have like one Wincon in our hand actually like kind of helps with that critical mass too. So I'm not going to play the bird turn 1, I'm just going to kill their map. It's not like we're even ramping out anything on turn 2 of the bird anyway. And this makes it a bit harder for them to have turn 3 Tron. That's really brutal. God, Walking Ballista, just one of the best cards in Tron. The fact that there are like so many people who only play like 2 Ballistas in Tron always amazes me. It always just seems completely absurd to me. I think we're gonna lose this game. Our draw steps have been like sub-medium, and they can Ballista my Birds of Paradise, which is going to slow us down so much. I know Tron is good at least. Uh-huh. Not killing the birds of paradise seems kind of nonsense. Alright. Strange. So I guess I just play Garruk plus play the Satyr. I don't know where that leaves us for mana next turn, but it's not like I have any other directions I can head in. It's kind of awkward. The Ballista can attack Garruk and then they can potentially kill the Garruk. And obviously Stone will clean up everything else the turn after. There's a double Isperia deck. Let's take a look at this art whilst our opponent murders us. Zoom out like a million times. Ooh, that Ruric Thar art is kind of nice. The Zegana art is truly... that is not good Zegana art. That doesn't feel like Zegana at all, right? Like, what is up with it? That's like the least Simic art I've seen on a Simic card in my life. Simic, well known for like wielding blades and staring angrily at people. You'll probably get Azorius and Orzhov. Those seem like good choices. I would always endorse the Simic one, except for the fact that that new art is kind of not great. Yeah, slap that art on an act of treason and it almost makes sense. Exactly, Lassie. It's very strange. New Ruric Thar is neat though. So how much mana do we have next turn if they don't kill Garruk? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I think Utopia Sprawl is +1 mana. So if they don't kill Garruk and we draw Utopia Sprawl and they don't kill Birds of Paradise, then we can Entwine Tooth and Nail. Just kind of asking for a lot, but we're not like drawing dead here by any means. Oh my god, Phil. Alright, opponent. They could also just like miss their land drop somehow. Not have a green mana source. And miss their land drop. What? I was not being serious. Okay then. What is this world that we live in? I guess I have to do maths now. Can we Entwine Tooth and Nail this turn? I think we can. I think we can Entwine Tooth and Nail this turn. This makes a land make 3 mana, and then yeah. Somehow they have still not killed the birdie, which I am into. I would like to kill you, opponent. If it is acceptable. Incoming Warping Whale. If we actually get Warping Whaled, I swear to God. Don't call those things if you don't want them to happen. Oh. really want to get the acidic slime. I know I should kill them, but... God, having all these neat tutor targets is such a nightmare for me, because I just want to, like, go get them instead of killing my opponent. Think of the regrets I had last time. I know. They're haunting me. Rawr. We need a don't play with your food emote. We actually kind of do, Fax. What would a don't play with your food emote look like? Easy 2-1. I threw the first match, but then this deck has just been like... Honestly, our opponents have been running really poorly. Which is helping. I had Devotion. Oh my god, Caius. Could have swung with the Xenagos too. I just messed up. Honestly, kinda into this hand. It's like basically just mana, but it makes a lot of mana, especially if the Satyr lives. Oh, Xenagos didn't have haste, so I couldn't attack with it. Yeah, you're right. I guess this isn't Xenagos, this is Xenagod. I'm misusing the names. Need to remember these things. Alright, am I overgrowthing or satyring? If I satyr and they bolt the satyr, then that means they're not playing another goblin. Or only playing one more goblin. So maybe that's actually reasonable. And then it's so explosive next turn with the overgrowth. You certainly don't come to the stream to watch someone making sensible decisions that maximize their chance of winning. I'm regretting not getting that acidic slime even more now. If I overgrowth, I get to Ballista for free next turn. Yeah, guaranteeing Ballista for free next turn is pretty appealing. Alright. I'm kind of into it. This exposes us to bolt less and just like guarantees a big Ballista. Should help slow them down a lot. Buy us enough time to draw into a prime time or something. Yeah, casting Satyr and having it die is very bad for us. I agree, Wags. Agree completely. Satyr has not seemed great so far. But we have played against 2 Lightning Bolt decks, which has not helped. Yes, I imagine this deck is 0% against Ponza. Agree. Cool. We'll force them to kill the Ballista if they want to get it off the table. So if we leave it at 2 counters, then they can't mock Fanatic it. How can the Gobbos ever beat Ballista? I mean, they can bolt it to get it off the table, but then we Plague Wind them. Doesn't seem great for them. I can give my Satyr haste next turn with the Xenagos. I was saying exactly that, Max. Exactly those words. The flip side is that, like, any deck running Blood Moon, that card just does nothing against you, right? First Strike, Trample, can't be blocked by creature tokens. Okay. I guess I could just ping one thing. And then like, whatever. If we're not expecting Satyr to survive, shouldn't we play the second Aura on another land? I mean, the game could potentially go long enough that we, end up sticking a Satyr in play. Also, if we draw a Garruk is much more likely to survive, right? It's gonna take 2. And then a Garruk gets to take advantage of the land really well. Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen 8-Whack. Deck used to be everywhere. I guess Burn is really popular at the moment though, so maybe a lot of people are just playing that. Like, Burn is so good against the Phoenix decks. Lightning Bolt. Right. Would like to Plague Wind you. So this was just a 4-for-1. It's not that good. Not that impressive. Just a 4-for-1. Oh, Ballista is such a messed up card. Right. I'm gonna attack with the Xenagos this turn. I'm not sure that's even better than just like making a 3/3. I guess I could get both of these in play and then have the Xenagos on defense. Yeah, Garruk is a ritual. That is correct. So I'm definitely casting the Garruk. I guess ticking Garruk up to 4 loyalty. They want to throw Burn at him to kill him. That is fine. And like even the Voyaging Satyr gets to block the goblins, which is nice. Xenagos should be online with this devotion. Hey there, Nian. I'm doing pretty well, thank you. Have recovered from the trip. Enjoying playing some Modern. Another target creature, so we can't actually attack with the Xenagos. I'm wondering if I'm meant to attack with this. Since if they kill the Satyr, the Xenagos can't block anyway. And if they don't kill the Satyr, then the Xenagos gets to block. But I guess at the moment I can block both goblins to save Garruk from bolts. Whereas if I attack the Satyr, they can kill Garruk. I'm just gonna pass. I'm not sure this is correct, but I guess if we get in for 2. So if we got in for 2, they'd be on 18. Does that change the math on Overrun killing them? The math at the moment, Overrun would make this 4 power, and then we double it to 8 power, and have 9. So it wouldn't actually change the math. So we'd still be we'd still have been 1 damage short, even getting in the 2 damage there. Goodbye Garruk, apparently. Sure. Deal. What decks play an increase of play due to the Phoenix decks? The other one's been Death Shadow. Death Shadow is very good against the Phoenix decks, I think. It's like pretty good at containing their non-Phoenix threats, and then very good at racing their Phoenixes. So it's seen a serious uptick in play as a result. Alright. I have to hope our 1-2 can hold down the fort. And then we can draw prime time and give it haste at some point. Yeah, I think something is getting banned from KCI, but obviously we don't know what. Wow, they're actually just normal goblins. They aren't 8-whack. If they're playing Chieftain or 8. Chieftain would be a really weird include in 8-whack. It's like a bit expensive for that deck. Is this lethal? Well, if we don't kill them, because I didn't attack with the Satyr earlier in the game, I'm going to be really tilted. This is 12. Wow. We might actually not kill them because I didn't attack with the Satyr. This is kind of a tilt. We cannot Kessig. The lands come in tapped. And even though we have 3 blockers, they have exactly lethal on board. Oh, we can untap the Kessig. Yeah, that's nice. And then pump the Primeval Titan before the trigger. Alright, this is decent. I'd have got there in a moment. And this should be exactly enough. Yeah, this is exactly lethal, I believe. Wow, this is sweet. Voyaging Satyr, basically Amulet of Vigor. Pretty much. This is so silly. I mean, ideally we would not have ended up in the position where I even needed to use that Voyaging Satyr, but you know, I'm kind of into it. This is great. 20U. Taste it. Having these one-ofs in the deck is made for some weird games. Like naturally drawing the Xenagos and the Hornet Queen in different games. So we want lightning bolts, possibly Abrade, blockers. We want all of these, I believe. What is bad? I think Voyaging Satyr is quite bad. This dies to bolt really badly. Acidic Slime seems awful. Ruric Thar seems awful. I think I can cut a Garruk or 2 just because they're quite exposed. I need to cut 2 more cards, so it could just be another Garruk, another Satyr. Oh, Hornet Queen is really bad against Legion Loyalist. And we're cutting some ramp anyway, so I think I'm just going to cut the Hornet Queen. It's so bad against Legion Loyalist because a Loyalist makes tokens unable to block. This seems alright. could also see just cutting one of our big threats instead of a Garruk. I think on the draw, the Garruks are just going to be so exposed that they're going to be really awkward. I guess I could see a world where I keep him one more Satyr, because like the 1/2 body also just blocks for like a portion of the game, in addition to like upside if it doesn't get bolted and cut something expensive. Let's try this. This is fine. I have a Abrade on turn 2, and then turn 3 Ballista for 2. Blood Moon is not in fact good here, Caius. Can confirm. Took me a moment to figure that one out, but... Goblin Guide, well... You're an Arbor Elf. Okay, that's really nice if it lives. If it lives, then we get to have Ballista for 3 next turn instead of just 2. I'm hoping just to kill this Goblin Guide rather than the Denizen, because the Denizen is so bad against Ballista. So even though the Denizen's going to deal 1 extra damage to me this turn, I'm pretty sure I'm killing the Goblin Guide. Thank you. Alright. You can go away. You are not my friend, Goblin Guide. We are kind of flooding out right now. Honestly, we kind of need them to, like, not kill our Ballista. So we just have something to do with our mana. Oh, the single Walking Ballista has been awesome. Agree. I was kind of surprised it was in the deck when I saw the deck list, because I didn't understand, like, it doesn't work with any of the tutors or anything like that. I almost wonder if you just, like, want more Ballistas than the 75. Yeah, the Ballista isn't even tutorable with anything. I mean, technically you can tutor it with Tooth and Nail, but your opponent probably just dies instead, most of the time. I kind of feel like I have to spend the Ballista and just hope to draw something here. Otherwise I'm just going to take too much damage. Hope to draw a Thragtusk. Like, this saves us 5 more damage by spending it instead of just killing the Denizen, so... Pretty sure I just have to do this. That blocks. It's not the worst. Blocks the 1/1s. Voyaging Satyr, strictly better Amulet of Vigor has been called. Oh, they have a Goblin Grenade? Nope. Alright, this is getting a bit awkward. This is like getting a touch awkward. On a positive note, our Raging Ravine can apparently block. I don't think I've ever seen a Raging Ravine block before. Apparently it is an option you have with the card though. That is literally a 1-mana K command. It's better than a 1-mana K command. You can kill their enchantment. You can kill your opponent's sneak attack. What's the functional difference between a Raging Ravine and a moat? Oh my god. That is a lot. That is a tooth and nail. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we get to a tooth and nail next turn, hopefully. If our Voyaging Satyr doesn't die. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 9, yeah. So, I really want to not die to Goblin Grenade is the problem. If I just block like this though, I only have 4... I guess they have to kill the Ravine to cut me off tooth and nail, I believe. So, yeah, we have... I'm just going to double check this maths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so I can jump with the bird. Save myself from grenade. Yeah, definitely play around grenade, I agree. It's like 100% playing around grenade. We still have tooth and nail this way. Obviously they can grenade the Satyr to cut us off it, but that means we would not be dying, which sounds great. Alright, so... This is kind of gas. Oh, we knew we were drawing the tooth and nail off the Goblin Guy trigger, Caius. That's why I've been talking about it for the last, like, however long. But yes, this is after a whole game of drawing lands, I guess drawing this could be seen as lucky. I kind of want to BM and get a Thragtusk. Oh. We didn't need the guy to know. That is very true. We knew in our hearts. We knew there was only one way this could end. Apparently we're 3-1, and the only match we lost was because I, like, made about 5 mistakes in a game. And they're like all 2-0s. This is great. Come on, please let me get the 4-1. This deck shouldn't play random tutors because I'm bound to search up something bad. I just want to kill in really adorable ways rather than like 26ing my opponent, you know? What did we play against this league? We lost to Hollow One, and then we beat Infect, Tron, and Goblins. Amusingly, I think Hollow One is probably the good matchup out of those. And I feel like the other 3 should all be like horrific matchups. So... is my intuition. You're sure you would have used Tron in the game when they were stuck on lands? I kind of regret that I didn't. Alright, let's get this 4-1. I believe. This hand is not great. To word it politely. I think this might be a mulligan. We only have 3 mana. Obviously with the birds early. I almost feel like this ooze just isn't good in the main deck. I'm not sure what it should be. But we keep boarding it out. And it obviously looks awful here. I agree, this hand sucks. I'm not going to 5 with our critical mass deck. With an Overgrowth, which is really good. Just try and scry towards an Arbor Elf or a bird. If we see a land, I'm probably forced to keep, but... This hand sucks, keep. Yep, exactly. Ooh. Please don't be Death Shadow. Well... Death Shadow! Does not seem ideal for us. The Stubborn Denial, Fort Seas, kill you on turn 4 deck. I don't think it can, but then. Pretty sure it can't. Who else plays Street Wraith? Hollow One. Yeah, I think it's just Hollow One. At least out of decks that are actually seeing play at the moment. Obviously there's like, you know, Living End, Blue End, the random like Death Shadow aggro decks. And stuff like that, but it's basically just Grixis Shadow and Hollow One. Well, they're missing land drops, but our hand is awkward. Living End is pleasantly bad against Terminus, I can believe that. Yep. Their draw has been atrocious, but, you know. Here comes the fish. Just cheese them out with Blood Moon in the post-board games. Blood Moon is nice against Grixis Shadow. This is true. Yeah, Slime seems amazing. If they don't have a Fort Seas, Slime could legitimately win us this game. Like, they can't Fatal Push it, so it gets to trade with their Angler. And it gets to get Fort Seized, which is a tilt. What is this? This is like the saddest game of Modern I've ever seen. Both decks are just like completely non-functional. Ah, no. No, I didn't need another tooth and nail. Oddly, we're still in this game. I mean, if we go land Primeval Titan, and they don't have a Death Shadow, maybe. I believe we are no longer in this game. Well, I'm skeptical about the extent to which we are in this game. Because we have to chump the Death Shadow, most likely. Huh. They don't have Stub we can lethal next turn, that is true. like draw a land, slam 2 for now. We need. It's so awkward though. You need them to like not have snub, not have stub, not have like snap bolt, not have battle rage. Just like their hand has to be 4 fatal pushes. Yeet. Their hand was not 4 fatal pushes. That was a slightly depressing game of Modern, where both sides did nothing until one side died. Blood Moon can get in here. I might just want to bring in some, like, Thragtusks to buy time, almost. These just, like, block forever and buy us a bunch of time to hit our land drops and stuff. Bolt seems like garbage. Hashtag modern. That was an exceedingly modern game. Scavenging Ooze seems pretty bad. I guess it's good against Snapcaster and Angler, but it's also just really slow. Lets them pick apart our strategy more. Might want to lower my curve a little. I kind of want to. I think 2 for now is like the worst of our win cons. Because of stubborn denial. So I almost just want to cut a couple copies of that. And do something like this. I could see boarding in Relic against them, but I don't know what it would be over. Relic is way better than Ooze. Yeah, we've already taken out the Ooze. It could be better than the Summoner's Pact. Honestly, I'm kind of super off the Pact. I don't know what it should be, but it has felt pretty clunky to me. I really don't want to mull against the Thoughtseize deck. And yes, this hand is like technically functional. Yeah, I think this is a keep. At least on the play where we can get our sprawl down safely. Yep, fetching a forest because of Blood Moon, agree. We also just don't have much red mana in our deck currently. Many red spells in our deck currently, rather. Oh yeah, the hand's already Thoughtseize proof, that's a good point, Freed. They just end up like taking the Kitchen Finks, which we don't even care about that much. And then we have all the mana in the world for any top decks. Double Street Wraith. That's scary. Potentially a very fast draw from our opponent. Turn 1 Shadow, not quite because of casting the Thoughtseize, but they could have a turn 2 Shadow. Turn 1 Sad Face. Right, what are we losing? Finks. That's what I expected to lose. Hey there, Emrakul. How you doing? How's it going, friend? I guess if you resolve an Emrakul against their deck, you literally win. No! No! Grump. Wait, they took an Overgrowth? Are they gonna Thoughtseize me again? Take the other Overgrowth? Cut me off my mana? Oh my god, this is such a tilt. Oh, we're nowhere close to the Emrakul. We can't even cast a prime time now. On that note, I guess any land lets me cast prime time. We do have free card types. I kind of don't want to attack because of Shadow. So, yes, the Satyr's staying home. Saying that we couldn't cast Prime Time was an exceedingly silly thing to say. I basically just Vampiric tutored for my Prime Time when I said that. If we're being honest. Yeah, casual 21 power on turn 3. Damn, that draw's been nice. Triple discard spell into 21 power. Alright, Shadow did what Shadow does. Beat up on nonsense. Still, 3 and 2. 3 and 2 solid. It was not, I will be completely honest. I was not expecting to go 3 and 2 with this deck. Should have drawn Deputy of Detention, clearly. Wasn't this banned at one point? Or am I imagining that? Yeah, that was fun, Gabrov. Thanks for submitting it. Not sure what I'd change. I was really impressed with Walking Ballista. Honestly, just as something that you can, like, channel mana into for your late game whilst also being, like, interaction in the early game. I feel like I'd want to try out more Walking Ballistas in a deck like this. Like, somewhere in the 75. I also thought the Summoner's Pact was, like, pretty unimpressive. I just kind of always wanted to board it out. And I think I'm pretty off the main deck Scavenging Ooze too, especially if I'm not playing the Pact. Lose the Shadow and MTGO calls you a dingus. Exactly, Max. It's just being honest. I feel like there's, I really would want to explore, like, playing more Walking Ballistas in a deck like this. Card was like, we had like 2 or 3 games in which it was just completely absurd. Just like being able to play it for free on turn 3. Imagine like there were a lot of games where you'd happily make it for 1 on turn 2 against humans or something.